Hi guys. So I just finished reading the book. So um I kind of have mixed feelings about it. It's hard to say that I enjoyed it because of the things that Lakshmi went through, but I didn't dislike it. Um I don't know. It kind of stirred a lot of emotions, a lot of anger, sympathy, and things like that. When I first began reading it was more so anger because of the things that I saw that the women had to do and go through, and how they were so dependent on a man, and how her mom always told her, like, you know, it's better to have a man than not to have a man around in the house. But it was like he never did anything to really to help. All the money that they made, he gambled away, and he only thought about himself. But um, when I read the book, Lakshmi was an outsider when she got to the house. She was so naive. She really didn't know what was going on, which isn't surprising because she was only 13 years old. Um, she, even on page 103, she's like, something is not right here. I don't know what it is. Or I don't know what is going on, but it's not right. Not right at all. And I feel like that has a lot to do with her being naive. And since it was other people there that knew what was going to happen, it kind of made her an outsider. Like, everybody was so used to going through what they're going through and having sex with these men that she wasn't accepting it at first. She got beat, she starved, she wasn't accepting it, and she couldn't see herself getting comfortable the way that the other girls were, which ultimately made her the outsider. Um, Eventually she did come around, but at the end of the day, she wasn't accepting it as her lifestyle. She wanted to pay off the debt to go home. It wasn't something that she was going to depend on, that she wanted to be dependent on. And even when she found out that there wasn't really, she wasn't going to be able to pay it off, when Shipla, I think her name was, told her that she was stupid for thinking that that was going to happen, her first thing was, I have to get out of here. Monica left and came back, which means that she accepted a lifestyle, that she was okay with what she did. So I think, her belief in saying, this isn't something that I want to do, this is something I'm going to continue to do, was what really made her an outsider. Um, her survival, uh, her survival were really based off of the other characters, as like she was the main character, but without these other characters being involved, I don't think she would have survived, because they told her tricks, they told her secrets and things like that that would help her. Like, Shahana, of course, was the number one person, that the main person that was helping her through it all, really. um Telling her, what to do, what not to do, giving her secrets to survive, because Mumtaz was cruel. And at the end of the book, the way she had punished the new girl, like, I believe the rumors and things that they were telling her, like, she will kill you, she will starve you, she will continue to beat you, and things like that. So I feel like that was her greatest, the that was the person she relied on the most to survive. Um, Another person that played an important part, I kind of feel like Shahana was pretty much the biggest person, that she played the greatest role on her survival, because it really wasn't until after she disappeared or got taken away that she kind of really reached out to the other girls, and other girls kind of reached out to her. Like Monica came around. Monica came around and kind of helped her when Push got put out, kicked out of the house, and even who else? Anita was there for her, but they were more or less comforting her. And I feel like at the beginning, because they didn't take on her the way that Shahanna did, that if it was not for Shahanna, she probably would have been killed or kicked out. Because Shahanna answered all her questions. Like I said before, pretty much told her the do's and do nots. I just think that also the boy Harish, he played a major role in just teaching her, that English dialect. And I feel like not so much as her survival, but her mentally, he kind of helped her from breaking down and teaching her those words and things like that. So I feel like he played that role mentally, and she was strong for her age, I feel like, because she did stand for what she believed in, and she didn't allow, this life that she was forced to live to pretty much overtake her, and she didn't rely on it. She relied on it to a certain extent because she had no choice. But at the end of the day, she didn't want that lifestyle. She was still trying to do everything she can to come out of it. So, yeah, that's pretty much how I felt about it. I personally don't think I could have gone through what she went through, and even just knowing that this is very, very true. The stories and the sex trafficking and things like that is very, very prevalent today in those countries. Is very upsetting, and there really has to be something that we can do to stop that, because I didn't realize it's always one thing to hear about it. I've heard about sex trafficking, but I think this book does a great job in looking into the eyes of somebody who's actually sold into it and coming from her perspective. And if it wasn't told the way that it was told from her perspective, I feel like it wouldn't have the same effect. It wouldn't have been something like, we have to get this done, we have to do something about it. So I did enjoy this book, I think. And that I'm really looking forward to the discussion tomorrow in class. So I think my time is up. So thanks for listening. Toodles.